It's the 21st of May. Beautiful, nice temperature. On the deck here we have some tomatoes, 4 avocados, a lemon tree, more tomatoes and geraniums, some yellow elder, rosemary and mint. All do fairly well, except for the yellow elder, which is not very happy at all. Doesn't like being in Canada, I don't think. We've been quite busy in the garden. After a long, cold spring, it's finally started to warm up, and now we have to work really hard. We have some pots here which are waiting for the tomatoes. It's not warm enough for the tomatoes to go out yet. I have some strawberry plants planted in those big pots to see how they will do. Only 9 plants, so I'm only expecting about 30 fruits. But we'll see. Now, I divided my tarragon, and I have 6 plants coming along here underneath the grass clippings. They're doing okay. The other rows over here are potatoes. And in here, in this section, I have my special red scarlet gladiolus. I'm keeping those quite separate from other things. And in the tomato cages here, I'm going to be growing dill, which, being tall, can fall over if it's not supported, so I'm making an effort to support those. Lettuces, I must water those. The birds have been in there and have whacked at least 3 of them. Very sad. Those stones there are stuff that I've dug out of the garden as I'm going along. It's easy to be able to pick up a stone and throw it onto that matting. More dill planted here. I know dill works in this particular location in the garden for some reason. This is garlic, large garlic. Not doing too badly, but not doing enthusiastically. Daffodils coming along so that I have some extra bulbs to plant out elsewhere. And these 2, 4, 6, 8 hills are for squashes, butternut squash. Now, if we go back over here, this area of weeds here actually has asparagus underneath it, but the asparagus has done really poorly this spring because of the severe cold that we've had. This line here is a variety called Martha Washington, and that is one which breaks its dormancy early, and on a year like this year that's a big disadvantage because it freezes when it comes out of the ground. This one here is the Guelph Millennium Hybrid, and this one actually has done a lot better because it breaks dormancy much later, therefore did not get subjected to the extreme cold. More potatoes in this section here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 half rows. I think these are the russets. And then over here I've got a row of arugula. Needs a bit of thinning out. These 1, 2, 3, 4 hills here are designed for zucchini. And the rhubarb is not doing too badly. I should start picking that. Haven't started yet, but I've been doing other things. Now in this section we have 12 rows of bush beans. These are my dried bean collection. The Borlotti beans that do so well in this ground. And here chives. Then a row of Kentucky Wonder beans up against the sticks. I've got out one row of gladiolus so far, and the rest of this section here will be gladiolus planted successionally so that I have flowers on a continuing basis. And this again is another row of Kentucky Wonder pole beans, which by the time the flowers come here, these will be tall enough to break the wind, in the sense that the row of trees over there already does, but even more so. And the only other thing to note is the compost. The compost is, you see the white in the grass here? That's where I've been throwing wood ashes from my wood stove. The compost, I stripped out the compost to build all of the planting hills for the squashes, and that's all that's left of last year's compost. This is the new compost. I'm building these hills right here. I've also been working on that very old compost pile. I saw a snake kill a frog in this grass. Was it yesterday or the day before? The frog screamed. I'd never heard such a terrible, noisy frog as he died. Very sad. I tried to break him up, but it was too late. He'd already been half eaten. Oh well. R.I.P. frog. That's it for now. Bye.